All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go from Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Vic Brown and Matthias McCormini on the front row. Cody Kennedy, Edmund Jones on the second row. Kirk Marble, Patrick Pieper on the third. Justin Swafford and Eric W. have the fourth row. Vern Spring and Mason Mitchum round out the top 10. Chad Ragsdale starting in 11th next to Austin Ruskoff in 12th. Ryan McDaniel in 13th. Points leader Clay Kirchenbauer starting in 14th. Tyler Ott in 15th. Colby Whipple in 16th. Richard Cragen in 17th. David Lux in 18th. Aaron Brill in 19th. Brian Hewitt in 20th. If he takes the grid, Shane Kocher will start 21st. The final IndyCar race of the season. We finished the season at Indianapolis. What better way to end the season than this? Just waiting on the last few cars to take to the grid. A 100 laps here tonight, longer than usual due to the season finale, and it looks like everybody is on the grid. Shane Kocher does not appear to be taking the grid here tonight. The pace car is rolling. Two and a half miles, 4 straightaways, too long, too short, 4 turns. A big rectangle with a yard of bricks at the start-finish line. Some of the fastest speeds you'll ever see in racing, and also some very, very bad crashes if they have problems. Fortunately, they do have 2 fast repairs available tonight. Vic Brown up front in control. As we mentioned during warm-up, don't forget, pit stops, they can enter pit road through the front straightaway, but they have to take the exit road on exit and come out on the backstretch. Here they come, out of turn 4. Pace truck is in. Barney stands ready. Green flag is in the air. They are underway for the season finale at the Brickyard. Remember, these cars do have to get a certain amount of speed to utilize all their downforce. Everybody's seeing, whoa, a few close calls coming out of turn 2, but everybody is facing the right way. Cody Kennedy on the attack up front. Coming out of turn 4, Vic Brown has the lead. Will he lead lap 1? Cody pulls alongside. Cody Kennedy will lead lap 1. Oh! Several cars smacked the wall coming through the first short chute. Oh, several more in turn 2. Caution is out. Cody Kennedy involved. Several cars involved. Colby Whipple, David Lux. Wow. Bumpy start here at Indy. Here's Cody Kennedy up on the high side. Coming out of turn 2, he smacks the wall, goes to the bottom, all the way to the inside. That car is broken. David Lux has nowhere to go. Colby Whipple back behind another car into the wall. Whipple has nowhere to go. Wow. Rough start for several drivers. Apparently it was Ryan McDaniel that got the wall coming out of 2. He has come to pit road along with Cody Kennedy, Colby Whipple, and David Lux. Kennedy, Whipple, and Lux all had to tow it in. Ryan managing to limp it back to pit road. Still a lot of racing to go, though. All these drivers will have an opportunity to get back into the fight. Vic Brown stays out. Edmund Jones comes in about half the field. Coming in to top off, I'd be willing to bet Austin Ruskoff is among them. Yes, of course. Vic Brown in the lead. Matthias up to second. Pieper into third. Swafford now into fourth. Eric up to fifth. Kirk Marble, Vern Spring, Clay Kirchhoff, Richard Cragen, and Brian Hewitt round out the top 10. Hewitt, so far the biggest mover, avoiding the chaos, up 10 spots into 10th. Richard Cragen up 8 spots into 9th. Aaron Brill up 8 spots into 11th. Ryan McDaniel still sitting on pit road. Cody Kennedy on his way back out. Lux on his way back out. Whipple headed back out as well. Looks like several of these drivers did have to use one of their fast repairs here early. Ryan is going to end up losing a lap here. Hey, good evening, Mark Dantuma. That is a very good question. Whoever survives to the end, Mark, will get to kiss the bricks. Drivers do have some heat in the tires now, which should help. Some of those problems we saw coming out of turn 2, the track temperature also fairly high, 102 degrees. Air temperature just 71 at the moment. Lights are back out on the pace car. Looks like we may be going, nope, lights are back on. They should get one, nope, pace car is in. They'll go single file on the restart. Green flag back in the air. And there's a big checkup at the back of the pack. David Lutz has to shoot low. Looked like the outside line did not get rolling. Vic Brown clears traffic quickly. Top 10 all make it through, no problems. Out of turn 4, Vic Brown. Whoa! Matthias in second, a little bit of a blink. Vic Brown does lead a lap under green. Matthias just set the fastest lap so far, and caution is out. Edmund Jones, Colby Whipple involved. Bumpy start here at the Brickyard. Whipple and Edmund have both towed it in. Whipple had already used one of his fast repairs. Does he have to use the other one now? Oh, Edmund hits the wall hard. Comes spinning back out, and again, Whipple nowhere to go. And the way Whipple is finding cars on track tonight, you kind of got to wonder, could he avoid anything that happens tonight? Vic still in the lead. Matthias in second. Pieper in third. The points leader, Clay Kircham, are now up into seventh. Second in points. Pieper up in third at the moment. Remember, they're separated by just 8 points. And it looks like quite a few more are coming in this time. And several fake to pit road but don't come in, including Kirk Marble, who came very close to the wall. Cody Kennedy is getting waved around after being caught up in that first incident. That'll put Kennedy back on the lead lap. Richard Cragen, Aaron Brill coming off pit road. Austin Ruskoff topping off on fuel here as well. David Lux, Ryan McDaniel, both one or more laps down still at the moment. Edmund Jones, Colby Whipple also both still on pit road. Whipple's car has some issues. Honestly, it looks a lot like my RC buggy at that point. Oh, no, he's got his nose cone back. You know, they made the decision to up the lap count for the season finale late this evening. Some of these guys may regret that. Also worth noting, there was discussion about making tonight a 500-miler. Thankfully, they decided not to. However, there is a lot of discussion about an Indy 500 in the near future. So be looking for a lot more information on that coming soon. The drivers are looking at 25 to 30 laps on a tank of fuel here tonight. So if we go into a long green flag run, they will need at least 2 stops, likely 3 stops here tonight. These guys that are currently topping off may have a slight advantage, but I'm willing to bet the leaders are doing everything they can to conserve fuel on these pace laps. Here we go, pace truck about to duck in. Single file on the restart. Good evening, Jason. Green flag back in the air. And looks like one driver, I believe, Clay Kirchenbauer, tried to make a move to the high side right off the start, picked up a position quickly. Clay already up to 4th, and looking on the high side of Marble for 3rd. He's going to take it. Pieper lost a lot of ground. Vic Brown on a bit of a breakaway. Clay Kirchenbauer in 2nd. The Indianapolis Weave trying to break the draft down the front stretch. Clay Kirchenbauer now to 2nd, just set the fastest lap so far. See if we can see what kind of speeds Kirchenbauer is getting here once he pulls up into the draft of the leader. Saw 225 down the back straightaway. What will he get before? Vic is aggressively weaving here. 227 down the front stretch. Now, last season, when they were here in the Cup cars, we saw some aggressive weaving in the waning laps by Kirk Marble. Probably the most aggressive weave I have ever seen. Vic Brown did just set the fastest lap. Patrick Pieper coming in tonight 2nd in points. Currently back in 8th, while the points leader, Clay Newgarden, is up into 2nd. Biggest mover right now appears to be Brian Hewitt, up 11 spots in the 9th. Man, Vic is getting really aggressive, but it didn't matter. Clay's got to run a big run to the high side, into the short chute out of turn 1. Vic manages to hold on. Oh! Matthias got the wall hard. And we get the caution. A very, very hard hit for Matthias as the pace car rolls out just as Kirchenbauer takes the lead. There is Matthias coming out of turn 2, full send into the wall. Has a little bit of a blink. Goes down, smacks the inside wall. Everybody, almost everybody, was able to avoid him. Aaron Brill comes out of turn 2, gets into the wall, gets into Matthias. When he comes off the wall, he spins down to the inside. He toes it in as well. And Colby Whipple missed a wreck finally. Took him long enough. So points leader Clay Kirchenbauer out front, getting the bonus points for leading a lap. Vic Brown in second, Kirk Marble in third. And here we go, pit stops underway. Clay leads them in. Vic continuing to stay out. Richard Cragen stays out. Justin Swafford also staying out. David Luck stays out, and I believe he's going to be the lucky dog here tonight. He does get the waiver in. That should put Lux back on the lead lap. Vic Brown back in the lead. Richard Cragen, by virtue of staying out, now up 15 spots into second. Justin Swafford in third. Patrick Pieper now in fourth. Eric W. in fifth. Kirk Marble, Clay Kirchenbauer, Tyler Ott, Chad Ragsdale, Vern Spring round out the top 10. And it looks like we'll get the 1 to green as Chad Ragsdale jumps back to pit road. Austin Ruskoff on his way back out as well. Lights are out. They are going back. Green flag racing this time by. Patrick Pieper in fourth, Clay Kirchenbauer in eighth. Keep an eye on those two all night. Those are the two battling for the championship. Here they come, single file through turn 4. Pace car about to drop in. Note that the pace truck is a Chevy. If it had been a Ford, it had already broke down. Here we go. Pace truck is in. Vic Brown in control. Green flag back in the air. Vic leads him down single file into turn 1. Edmund Jones has gotten back to the lead lap as well. I stand corrected. Edmund is the driver in the lucky dog position. Richard Cragen battling for the lead. The drivers did say they are going to have a hard time tonight making the pass. They have to be alongside going into the turn. These cars, just like we saw at Homestead, are getting very aero tight. Oh, we've got one in the wall in the short chute. Eric W. is in trouble. No caution yet. Several drivers had to take the access road. Clay Kirchenbauer is in trouble. Caution is out. Whoa. And Kirchenbauer has towed the pit road. There's Eric coming out of turn 1 into the short chute, smacks into the safety barrier. Kirchenbauer was right behind him. There's Clay coming into turn 1. Eric just ahead. And Clay gets a big jump. Thankfully, he's got the roll bar, but ends up upside down. Rough start to the night. And despite Clay's jump off of Eric, he still did not get as high as Vern Spring did in practice. Brian Hewitt made an effort in qualifying, but still did not get as high as Vern did in practice. Back half of the field is coming in. Edmund Jones likely will get the wave around here. And there goes Edmund back to the lead lap as Vic Brown up front. Richard Cragen now up 15 spots into second. Patrick Pieper in third, and this crash is huge for the points. Kirchenbauer sits on pit road. Fortunately, Clay using his first fast repair of the night. He will end up a lap down. We've seen Clay fight his way back before this season in these cars, so anything is still possible. But with only an 8-point lead over Pieper coming into the night, he needs to get back to the lead lap quickly. I'm really happy they decided to not do a 500 tonight. I'm looking forward to doing a 500 with them in the near future, but hopefully a much earlier start in the day. Kirchenbauer is back out on track. Currently scored in 17th. And looks like he's going to be 2 laps down. Lights are out. We're going back to green in just a moment. The drivers that pitted on this caution will now only have to make 2 more stops tonight. Could be an advantage. We are likely to see a lot of green flag racing in the near future. We have seen this all season long. Bumpy starts to the race, followed by long green flag runs to the end. Will this be the moment we go green? Hayes' truck is in. Vic Brown in control. Green flag back in the air. Patrick Pieper already looking to the bottom into turn 1 under Cragen. He's got the inside as they come through the short chute out of turn 2. Pieper now to second. Mason Mitchum on the move now up into 7th place, just coming by Vern Spring. Whoa! Got some guys making some gutsy moves back here. Tyler Hunt, Mason Mitchum battling it out for 6th place. Mason definitely not afraid to make some aggressive moves here tonight. Hunt gets a big run and gets under Swafford. Swafford goes wide. Mitchum's going to get through 2. Vern may get a run. Cody Kennedy, who had a big one earlier on in the race, is now back up into the top 10 and 10th, but Vic Brown just set the fastest lap so far, 41.29. A 1/10 of a second faster than Patrick Pieper on the last lap. Pieper at the moment has the highest top speed of the night at 200. No, I stand corrected. Eric has had a problem. Ruskoff and Ragsdale involved. Caution is back out. Austin Ruskoff looks, Ruskoff just came in avoiding. Wow, great save by Austin. See what happened? Oh, Chad Ragsdale had Eric W. come across, and holy cow, David Lux. Lux got that big jump. Here comes Lux back behind. Chaos pops off, and he jumps off the car ahead, but he does stick the landing. Although he does have some wheel issues. That likely will give the lucky dog to Matthias this time. Gotta give Austin Ruskoff credit. These cars do not do good in the grass at all. He managed to drive it through, get it back out on track, and avoid the chaos that was going on around him. Great save by Ruskoff in that situation. Vic Brown stays out. Pieper stays out. Marble stays out. Tyler Ott, Mason Mitchum, Brian Hewitt, Cody Kennedy, Vern Springs stay out. Richard Craig and Justin Swanford are on pit road. Edmund Jones stays out. Looks like the majority of the drivers are staying out this time. Matthias did get the waiver in on that. All 20 cars that started the race still on track. So those cars from 15th on back, one or more laps down, are still in the fight here. Lights are out on the truck as they get ready to go back green flag racing. It's worth noting Vic Brown has not been to pit road yet, but with the number of caution laps, he has likely extended his fuel quite a ways. Maintaining this track position has kept him out of trouble. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. We'll see if it pays off. Here we go. Pace truck is... Hey, the pace truck drifted onto pit road. Anyway... Green flag is back in the air. Oh, we might have a problem. Edmund Jones tried to go to the high side on the restart. Very, very close call. They were 3 wide briefly, but settled it back down. Meanwhile, Pieper is going for the lead. Vic doing everything he can to break the draft. Pieper trying to get a run. He's going to the outside this time. Couldn't get it in the short shoot. Did he get enough momentum out of 4? Remember, Clay has led a lap. Pieper is not. At the line, Pieper was scored as the leader. Vic reclaims the lead quickly. Cody Kennedy has had a problem back behind. Oh, Cody's car is tore up. He is out of the racing surface. No caution. See if we can see what happened with Cody. Goes off into 1 and 2. Oh, how many times have we seen that tonight? Just smacks the safer barrier. Fortunately, everybody was able to avoid him, but a heartbreak for him. Hey, good evening, Mark. Thank you for the stars, buddy. Cody is going to be able to limp it back to pit road despite missing about half the car in the left front tire, not on the ground. Vic Brown and Patrick Pieper got a little bit of space on third place. Kirk Marble. Tyler Ott in fourth. Mason Mitchum in fifth. Field starting to spread out. This could be the start of a long green flag run. Richard Cragen, after going to pit road last time, holy cow, they got close. After going to pit road last time, starting to make his way back toward the front, currently in 9th. Matthias trying to make his way back toward the front, currently in 12th. Clay Kirchenbauer back in 14th, trying to work his way back to the lead lap. And if you've ever wondered what it's like to ride in a 225 mile an hour car around Indy, let's ride along with David Lux. Down the front straightaway into turn 1, right down to the white line, and as close to the wall as you dare go without touching it. Back to the white line. There, we talked about it earlier, these cars in the turns, in the draft, big time aero push. Edmund Jones has had a problem behind. He is towed to pit road. We will not have a caution. Whoa, a big bobble for Lux out of 4. But across the start-finish line, Lux did that lap in 42.3 seconds. Whoa! And Lux picks up a position as Wolford goes off the track. Well, Kevin, I hope to see you on one of these broadcasts soon, buddy. And thank you for the stars, Kevin. Let's take a look at these incidents that happened a moment ago. Edmund Jones in the black and green car. Oh, he tried to cut down a little too early, got bounced off the car to the inside, and ended up in the safer barrier. A moment later, we saw this right in front of David Lux. Looked like Swafford got a little too low and won. Fortunately, keeps it down out of the racing surface and minimal damage. And Eric W. also big loose out of the turn, but minimal damage to the car. Patrick Pieper is taking the lead from Vic Brown, and Kirk Marble is pulled up into the battle. And Kirk Marble's going for the lead. They're going to go 3 wide into 1. Nope, Kirk wisely backs out of it. Great call by Kirk Marble. Man, I thought last time C12 was here I had seen the most aggressive moves trying to break the draft, but tonight they have really stepped it up. And here comes Vic Brown in for his first stop. Lap traffic starting to come into play. Justin Swafford, after his spin, goes a lap down. Clay Kirchenbauer now moving up into 12th, but still trapped a lap down. Kirk Marble taking second place. Mason Mitchum now up into third. We saw Mitchum making some aggressive moves coming through the field earlier. Not surprised to see him up here battling for a podium position. And Pieper has checked out for the moment. His lead now 2 seconds. As Mitchum, wow, just barely clears Marble for second. Not far behind, Tyler Ott has been sneaking his way through the field, now up into 4th. And look who's just behind, Brian Hewitt, now in 5th. Hey, good evening, David. Ryan McDaniel still in the fight, has moved up to 18th. Edmund Jones is out of the race. Brian Hewitt now in 5th as a big gap on Ragsdale in 6th. Richard Cragen now back up into 7th. And it looks like those drivers that pitted back on lap 32, they definitely had the strategy move right. However, we've yet to see how Vic Brown's strategy plays out. Vic, we knew the fuel window was 25 to 30 laps here tonight. With the early cautions, Vic able to extend to lap 40. He might be able to do this on one more stop, and if it stays green, he might have just snookered the entire field. Kirk Marble in 3rd just set the fastest lap, 40.93. He and Mason Mitchum are the first 2 under the 41 second mark, and here goes Pieper. Aggressive draft-breaking move. I know I've mentioned it a couple of times over the years. I've seen the Indy weave, but man, this group of drivers has taken the Indy weave to a whole new level. The top three back together again. Pieper did have that big lead. It is gone. Tyler Ott back in fourth, 3.3 seconds back. He's going to get some help. Brian Hewitt 2.5 seconds back and gaining. Chad Ragsdale in sixth is closing in as well as Richard Cragen in seventh. Clay Kirchenbauer, the points leader, now back up into 11th, still trapped a lap down. If Pieper can get the most laps led here, he may pick up some more bonus points. Remember, there was only an 8-point difference between Clay and Pieper coming into tonight. Tyler Ott back in fourth, has started gaining ground on Kirk Marble. The top five all last pitted on lap 16. So with the caution laps factored in, assuming they can all go roughly the same distance Vic Brown did, we should see him back in pit road in the next 5 laps. Chad Ragsdale pitted on lap 20. Richard Cragen last pitted lap 28. Matthias last pitted lap 15, as well as Vern Spring in 9th. David Lux in 10th, last pitted lap 26. Clay Kirchenbauer last pitted lap 20th after his incident. Ryan McDaniel is on pit road. He is on his way back out. He just completed his pit stop. Patrick Pieper, Mason Mitchum, Kirk Marble still tied together. Ott gains a little bit of ground on the top 3, then loses a little bit. Brian Hewitt is in. He gave up 5th place and is on pit road. Vern Spring in behind him. These cars do have a pit road speed limiter, but you have to get the car down to pit road speed yourself before you get to that yellow cone. Here comes Pieper. There's the yellow cone. He has to get down to pit speed. He gets there. Mason Mitchum takes the lead for the first time tonight. Kirk Marble back in second. Tyler Ott now to third. Chad Ragsdale has had a problem behind. He has towed it in. No caution. Whoa. Okay, Mitchum went really aggressive with the draft break. Cody Kennedy has had a problem. He has towed it in. No caution for him. Tyler Ott and Matthias both on pit road. Let's take a look at these two incidents. There's Chad Ragsdale. Makes it through 1 and 2 through the short chute. But gets the wall out of 2. Holy cow, what a hit. Great job getting the car off track. Then a moment later, Cody Kennedy has a problem. Oh, he gets into the wall out of 2. Rough night for Cody. I have a sneaking suspicion that the safer barrier coming out of turn 2 will need replaced after tonight as Mason Mitchum is headed in. Richard Cragen may end up assuming the lead here. Cragen last stopped on lap 28. He can go a while longer, and Cragen has taken the lead. Cragen came very, very close to getting a lead early on in the race. Got side by side with the leader, couldn't complete the pass, but has played his strategy perfectly so far. David Lux now in second. Mason Mitchum on his way back out in third. Pieper right behind. Nope, Pieper's going to take third. Mitchum now to fourth. And Cody Kennedy does not love these cars. Richard Cragen and David Lux currently 1 and 2. They actually started 17th and 18th. Lux has just moved to the front along with Cragen, and they are both on the move tonight. Will their strategies play out to help them? Cody, I used to agree with you on that, but my opinion is slowly starting to change. The top two, Cragen last on pit road lap 28. David Lux was in on lap 26. We'll see both of them in the next 10 laps, and they will be very close to that being their final stop. A caution between now and then could make it their final stop. Nope, here we go. Lux is on his way in. Cragen stays out. Patrick Pieper in third is gaining no ground on Cragen. Kirk Marble back in. He'll be in fourth. Is starting to gain ground again on Mason Mitchum. Remember, before pit stops, he was right there with them. And we can't forget about Vic Brown as Richard Cragen is on pit road. Vic Brown, who led the first 40 laps of the race, is now up into fifth once again. You can definitely not count Vic out. He had some of the fastest laps out here tonight. He stretched the fuel. His strategy so far has been perfect. He is gaining ground. He'll go by Cragen and take fourth. And he is gaining ground on Kirk Marble in third. And what a comeback for Matthias, who was a lap down, getting caught up in an early incident. He has fought his way back into fifth. Folks, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night at 8 Eastern. The Unicorn will be leading the convoy. Make sure you tune in for some good times, some great laughs. Make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, and YouTube. We've got a lot of new shorts coming out over the next few days. And I've got a lot of work to do over the next few days. And a lot of exciting announcements coming in the new year. In fact, sometime before the start of the new year, Angie and I will have one of those streams where we just sit here and talk to you one evening and tell you about all the exciting new stuff we've got coming. Richard Cragen back into fifth, just went by Matthias. Tyler Ott in sixth is closing back up to him as well. Vern Spring back in eighth, David Lux in ninth, Clay Kirchenbauer in 10th, but still a lap down. And with Pieper up front, Kirchenbauer's chances of the championship may be slipping away. But Pieper is headed into lap traffic. That could change everything. Oh, Pieper got the wall at a 2. Did it hurt the car? He managed to hold on to it. Does not look like any damage on the car. Definitely no damage to the wings on it, so I think he may be okay. But man, that was quite a hit. We have seen lesser hits send drivers into the infield tonight. Also, it's my understanding that the infield lake is stocked with fish, so after the race, if you want an autograph, meet me down there. I'll be fishing. Mitchum managed to close right up, as did Kirk Marble. Pieper lost just enough momentum to pull everybody back together, and with lap traffic around, he cannot get aggressive breaking the draft. until he has some clear track ahead. Vic Brown in fourth has no drafting help at the moment. Now that the top three are together, they are pulling away. He is now over 14 seconds behind in fourth. Cragen in fifth. He is starting to close up. He's bringing Matthias and Tyler Ott with him. And tonight is the season finale. C12 does have a few weeks off. If you have something, if you have an iRacing league or special event that needs a broadcaster on Wednesday nights for the next couple of weeks, give us a shout. We'd definitely be interested. If not, we will make sure to have something to entertain you guys every night. Make sure you tune in and say hi. Colby Whipple officially out of the race. Colby, great season. Looking forward to seeing you guys back here in a couple of weeks. Pieper has clear track ahead and is starting to get aggressive with the draft breaking. Vic still in fourth, Cragen in fifth, Matthias in sixth, Ott in seventh, Vern in eighth, Lux in ninth, Clay still holds on to 10th. Clay still a lap down. You know, I've been watching racing since a while ago. And at Indy, whether it's been the first time they were here in the stock cars back in the mid-90s, or the Indy 500 since the 80s, the weave on the backstretch and front stretch has been a thing. I have just never seen it as aggressive as we see it when C12 takes to the track. Pieper and Marble battling it out for the lead. Mason lurking right behind. Kirk has the run here. Kirk leads it at the line. Oh, Kirk I forgot about Kirk's move all the way down. And we did mention it earlier, Kirk is likely the most aggressive about breaking the draft. And here they are with just about 28 laps to go. Everybody only needs one more stop. Pieper makes the move to the lead. Mason Mitchum is probably just sitting there laughing at the moment. Vic Brown has lost a bunch of ground. And caution is out. Clay Kirchenbauer and Ryan McDaniel involved. There's Clay going off into 1 and 2. Oh, Clay gets the outside wall through the short chute. Man, a heartbreaking end to the season for Clay. Ryan McDaniel back behind. Gets loose, coming out of 1. He has a hard hit. Wow, that was a big one. Likely to see everybody on pit road for the final time. And here they come. Everybody is headed in, except for Vic Brown and Austin Ruskoff. Justin Swafford, all the cars, 1 or more, laps down. Have a good night, Tina. Looks like Vic is going to get the lucky dog and back onto the lead lap. Mason Mitchum wins the race off pit road, followed by Pieper, Marble, Matthias, and Cragen. Tyler Ott, Vern Spring, David Lux, and Vic Brown, the 9 cars left on the lead lap. Tina, hope everything's okay and hope you get to feeling better. Couple of drivers just ahead of the leader, waiting for the one to go to get waved by. There they go. Austin Ruskoff, Justin Swafford, each getting a lap back. Clay Kirchenbauer is coming back off pit road. Looks like he's going to be about 3 laps down here. It's a long shot, but with just about 25 to go, Clay could still get back in this. Now, Kirchenbauer scored 2 laps down. Still not out of the fight yet. Ryan McDaniel is officially out. Could be a very interesting into the night here. We'll have about 24 laps to go when the green flag drops. Pace truck is in. Here we go. Barney standing up on the flag stand, ready to get to work. Green flag back in the air. Mason trying to break away very quickly here in the early. Out of turn 2. Onto the back straightaway. Mason and Pieper trying to open up a gap on Marble. Pieper goes for the lead as they go off into 3. He'll take it. Tyler Ott now up into 6 and keep an eye out, lurking back behind. In 9th place, Vic Brown is still in this. Back down the back straightaway. Clay Kirchenbauer has had a problem. No caution as yet. He has towed it in. We will not see the caution. There's Clay sending it into turn 1. Oh, he gets the wall of the safer barrier in turn 1. And his championship hopes end at the exit of turn 1 here tonight. Man, Clay came into the night with high hopes for this one. We missed a couple of incidents earlier on. My apologies. Our system just decided to not keep us posted. So let's take a quick look at a couple of earlier incidents, starting with Brian Hewitt. There's Brian coming out of turn 1 through the short chute into turn 2. Smacks that safer barrier. Holy cow, very, very close with Cragen. He does tow that one to pit road, but did get back out. And then Colby Whipple had an incident a moment later. Also out of turn 2, same part of the safer barrier. Hard hit for him as well. Clay is still on pit road. 19 laps to go for Patrick Pieper. Mason Mitchum, Kirk Marble still right there with him. Matthias not far back. Cragen still there. Ott still there. Vern Spring has lost a little ground. Vic Brown now to 8th. Lux in 9th. Man, and I certainly hope we see sometime in the near future another C12 IndyCar season, because this has been a lot of fun. The Tuesday night Street Stock Series has been a blast as well. Looking forward to that returning come January 7th. Actually, come to think of it, we have a lot of nights off next week, but make sure you tune in. We'll have all sorts of stuff going on. We'll definitely get Angie playing Call of Duty one night. Likely to have a few extra convoys over the next few weeks, and we are going to bring back some community events like our community hunting. More community events coming in 2025. Heeper continues to lead. Mitchum in second. Marble in third. Matthias in fourth. Tyler Ott moving into the top 5. He goes by Cragen. Austin Ruskoff is on pit road. And caution! Caution is out. Vern Spring, David Lux involved. Wow. We'll definitely see a lot of drivers coming in to get a fresh set of tires for this one. Both Spring and Lux have towed it in. Oh, Vern gets the wall out of turn 1. Oh, David Lux nowhere to go. There's Lux as he comes out of the turn. You see him moving up, trying to avoid it. Lux definitely got some air there. Wow. This may put Justin Swafford back on the lead lap. I believe he'll be the lucky dog here. We're likely to see the leaders in as well for fresh tires. Pieper is not coming in. Mitchum faked, but did not. What a surprise. None of the leaders coming in. Not willing to give up the track position. That is a bit of a surprise. Justin Swafford does get waved around. Cragen did come in. Looks like he has gotten tires and fuel. David Lux said he is not okay. That was one heck of a hit, buddy. Lux, you need to get to the infield care center and get yourself checked out. Justin Swafford has come to pit road as well. So we will have two drivers on the lead lap with fresh tires in this fight. Richard Cragen and Justin Swafford. Will it be enough for one of those two drivers to make their way to victory lane here at the Brickyard? Apparently, Lux's injuries were fairly severe, although he did get a lot of air. They are taking him straight to the ER to get checked out, but overall, he's going to be okay. He's definitely going to be sore tomorrow. I suspect Vern will be as well, although not quite as much as Lux. Lights are out. They will go green this time by, and it'll be about 12 laps to go when they do. Keep an eye on Richard Cragen and Justin Swafford. Both drivers on the lead lap. Both drivers do have fresh tires. And here we go. Pace truck is in. Green flag back in the air. 12 to go with Indy. Kirk Marble on the attack for second as Pieper tries to get away. Remember, last time we were in Indy, Kirk Marble got the win. Can he repeat here tonight? Here comes Cragen. Marble starts to fade as Matthias comes moving forward. Oh, gets a little tight coming through the short chute. Tyler Ott, and now Vic Brown back in the fight. Pieper going super aggressive here. Oh, contact! Matthias is in the wall. Vic is still going. Matthias flew into the catch fence, and Richard Cragen is on the attack up the middle. Holy cow, that got crazy. Pieper still out front. Mason in second. Kirk in third. Matthias has gone to pit road. Take another look at this incident with Matthias. There you see him in the green and white. As they come through the short chute in 3 and 4. Comes out of turn 4. They battle down the front stretch. And you see Vic Brown on the attack back behind. Vic gets a run underneath Matthias into 1. Vic pushes up. Matthias just goes over his tire and tumbling into the fence. Wow. I think Vic may have some damage. That car is definitely not as fast as it was on the restart. Cragen right on his bumper. The top 3 at 3 wide at the line. Marble back to the front. Mitchum on the high side. He takes the lead back. Matthias on his way back out. Marble has the nose ahead as they go into turn 3. Remember, these 3 last on pit road, lap 74. All 3 of them, their tires are not gripping as well as they could be. And aero push has been a huge problem here tonight. They've got to make the move before they get to the turns. Kirk set it up perfectly. Will he take it out of 2? Mason still in the fight. It may come down to who Pieper helps. Oh, we've got a car in the wall out of 2. It's Hewitt. No caution. Hewitt is towed to pit road. We will not see a caution. Kirk Marble shoots to the bottom on the front stretch. It's Mitchum at the line. Pieper makes it 3 wide into 1. Pieper backs out. Oh, we've got another one. Vic Brown in the wall. In the short chute. Let's take a look quickly at these two incidents. Brian Hewitt comes out of the short chute through turn 2 into the wall and a big hit, and Brian Hewitt gets the high jump award for the night. A moment later, Vic Brown through turn 1 into the short chute and gets the outside wall. He was gaining on the top 3, but his chances for the win just ended. A wild final 10 laps. Kirk has the lead, but Mason on the attack. Pieper just lurking for the moment. Pieper has a run down underneath into 1. Kirk trying to come back on the high side. Mason able to get a little bit of space. Richard Cragen, who got tires on that last stop, is in 4th. He is gaining on the top 3. He is 2 1/4 seconds back. But will he have enough time? 3 laps to go. If they continue to battle, Cragen will get up here. Marble has the lead for the moment. Vic Brown is back out on track, but his chances for the win have ended. These 3 drivers, it may come down to who makes the final move at the right moment. And it seems like the place to be is second place coming out of 4 because Kirk Marble led at the line. 2 to go. Pieper got the wall out of 1. Kirk all the way down to the apron. We have seen this move from Kirk before. Pieper took some damage. He is losing ground. He will win the championship. He will not win the race. White flag is in the air. One more time around. Kirk will have to mirror drive the final lap. Mason has got to attack at the right time. And Pieper is pulled back up. Did he find some speed? Cragen is 1.5 seconds back and gaining. Kirk has the lead. They go into 4. They're going to be side by side out of turn 4. It's a drag race to the line. Who's it going to be? At the line, it is Mason Mitchum with the win. Kirk comes home in second by 3/100ths of a second. What a finish. Let's talk to our top 3, starting with Patrick Pieper. Patrick, if not for the wall.
Yeah, that was a bummer. I was still actually kind of pulling the moose for a little bit, but I mean, it just sucks to hit the wall. But the good news is, I mean, unfortunately for Clay, I mean, he had a rough night, and I I don't know what the total is yet, but I might have got the championship, I might have not. But either way, I had fun with these cars this season.
Well, I definitely think, looking at the math, you definitely pulled it off, man. Congratulations. You are the champion. You come home with a podium in the final race. An awesome way to finish the season.
All right, thanks a lot, Doug. Yeah, good to hear that I got it. I'm stoked. I think that's my first championship in Wednesday Night League. So,
well, great job, buddy. Well deserved.
all right, thank you, Doug.
Kirk Marble coming home in second. Kirk, 3/100ths of a second is the number we have.
Doug, that was an awesome race, wasn't it?
At last 10 laps after that last restart, I was sitting here thinking, how can I make a 10-minute long reel? Because that was just non-stop excitement.
Yeah, the aero package in this cars make for a real interesting race at this track.
It definitely did, man. That was one heck of a fight you guys had there at the end, and I honestly thought you figured it out with about 3 to go, because when you came out of turn 4 in second, you would lead at the line, and I figured that was the move, but he just barely got you down the front stretch.
Oh, I knew it coming to the white flag that I was not in the right position. I was contemplating some serious blocking, but I kept it clean.
Well, man, congratulations. An awesome finish and a great season. Great job, buddy.
Yep, congrats Mason there.
Unfortunately, we do not have our winner to talk to, but congratulations to Mason Mitchum, his first win in C12 Motorsports. And folks, that is the end of another awesome C12 season. But make sure you're back at the first of the year. Street stocks are back. Cup racing is back. Oh, we do have Mason available. Mason, congratulations, buddy. Your first win in C12 Motorsports, and you did it in style. And your mic.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun out there today. A lot of tough racing at the end. Kind of, coming through the field to get to the end was a challenge in itself. But there's a lot of good racing out there. A lot of good drivers.
Man, you guys put up one heck of a fight, and after that last restart, the three of you were just going at it nonstop. Every turn, it was somebody different was leading.
Yeah, the draft is so strong here that, in a way, you want to probably be in second or third place at the last lap, or you're kind of a sitting duck there if you're leading the race on the last lap, which is kind of what I did, leading up to that. So the draft's so strong, you got to be back there.
Well, it definitely worked out for you, man. It was definitely an awesome night. You put on one heck of a show and a great run. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Mason pulls off his first ever C12 Motorsports win. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We hope you guys had as much fun as we did tonight and this season. Look forward to seeing you here in a few weeks. And don't forget, folks, we'll be entertaining you during the off weeks. Make sure you tune in the evenings for that. We'll see you soon. Have a great night, everybody.